Hi guys, welcome to Review It. My name is Witness Kevin. Today we'll be looking at 5 most affordable smartphones in South Africa. Let me put it this way, we'll be looking at 5 most decent affordable smartphones you can buy here in South Africa. It is not necessarily the cheapest smartphones, but they are decent smartphones that you can get the most out of them at a decent price. So before we continue with this video, please click the subscribe button and sit right there as we review these phones. The first phone that we'll be looking at is Xiaomi Redmi Note 5A Prime 32GB, which is currently retailing at 2,599. The phone was announced in 2017 November. The weight of the phone is about 153 grams, and it has a resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels, and the screen size is 83.4 centimeters, which is around 5.5 inches. It's quite a big phone, big screen phone, and they've added a Gorilla Glass for extra protection, so you don't have to worry when you have your phone inside your pocket with your keys. Your screen won't get damaged easily. The phone is operating on Android 7.1.2 Nougat. I guess you can actually upgrade to the latest Android version if you buy that one. And the nice thing about the phone that I think most people want, it is a dual SIM phone, so you can be able to put both your SIM cards. You don't have to have two phones in order for you to have two SIM cards. And the internal storage of the phone is about 32 gigabyte. There's some that comes with 64 gigabyte and they've got like 4 gigabytes RAM, and the other one, the 32 gigabyte, it has got 3 gig RAM. And the camera, I know a lot of people, they love cameras, they love good cameras. The camera is not that bad. The main camera is a single camera, which is about 13 megapixel, which is decent. You can be able to take nice pictures for the gram, for the Twitter, for the Facebook. It has an LED flashlight and HDR and panorama. It's quite a good camera. And the video, when you use the camera to take videos, you can take up to 1080 30 frames per second, so it's quite decent. And the selfie, I know a lot of people are taking selfies with their phone. It's a single 16 pixels camera, which is also decent, and the video of the selfie is also at 1080p. It also records at 30 frames per second, which is also decent. And another thing that I love about this phone is the phone has got a fingerprint scanner. You know, these days a lot of phones you just use your finger to unlock it. There's nothing that thing of trying to unlock, tapping, pressing the pin code. So those are the main features that we thought we should share with you for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5A Prime 32GB. The second phone that we'll be looking at, it is the Samsung Galaxy J5 16GB LTE, which retail from 3,000 to 3.3. So the phone was first announced in 2016 September. The weight of the phone is about 143 grams, which is less than the Xiaomi phone that we reviewed first. And it is also a dual SIM, which means you can be able to like have two SIM cards in the phone. And the screen is slightly smaller than the Redmi phone. It is about 5 inches, which is 68.9 centimeters. The resolution is 720 by 1280 pixels, which is quite a good resolution, and it is also has got a Gorilla Glass depending on where you buy it. The operating system that the phone comes with, it's 6.0.1, which is a Marshmallow Android, but you can upgrade it up to 8.0, which is Oreo. The memory of the phone is usually 16 gig, and you can get it also for 32 gigabyte internal, and the RAM is 2 gigabyte. You can have your extra memory by putting in a memory card, which it can be up to 256 gigabyte. So I mean, like, that's quite a lot of space for a phone. The main camera of this phone is 13 megapixels for the front camera, which the main camera, which is the front camera, and it can record up to 1080 pixels, which is quite a good quality for a phone. I mean, obviously it's a few phones that are actually going to 4K, so 1080p at a 30 frames per second. It's not that bad. And the selfie camera, it's 5 megapixels, which is not really impressed, but it's not that bad. So that is what we have for the Samsung J5 Prime. The third phone that we'll be reviewing, it is the Huawei P Smart 32 gig 2019 version, guys. You know, whenever I talk about Huawei, a lot of things come to my mind. Anyway, we are not talking about Huawei drama and all these things. We're just reviewing the phone. It is still one of the most decent and affordable smartphones that you can buy here in South Africa. So it was announced in 2018 December. A lot of people get hold of it early this year, which is 2019. And the weight of the phone is about 160 grams, which is not that heavy. It has got a hybrid dual SIM, which means it's either you have got a second SIM or you put your memory card. That's how it works. The resolution of the phone is about 1080 by 2340 pixel, which is quite a good resolution compared to the previous two phones that we reviewed earlier. And the platform or the operating system of the phone, it is Android 9.0, which is Pi. It's one of the latest. The memory card slot, it is mind-blowing, guys. It can hold up to 1 terabyte of memory if it's possible. I don't know if we have got 1 terabyte memory cards. And the internal is usually 32 or 64 gigabyte with a 3 gig RAM. The RAM is not quite impressive because a little bit small. Anyway, but the main camera, it's about 13 megapixels with another small camera of 2 megapixels. It has like dual cameras, so which makes it quite a awesome or good camera. And the selfie camera, it's 16 megapixels, and it is actually a good camera. 16 megapixel for a selfie. Sometimes you can get it with 8 megapixel depending on which one you got. And the video recording of the phone is 1080 pixel, which it is done at like 30 frames per second, which is it's not that bad. And most of the phones that we review, they've got a sensor like a fingerprint scanner, so it's also a bonus that you can be able to like use a fingerprint to unlock your phone. I'm not sure if there's still phones this year that are decent and do not have a fingerprint scanner. So that is our Huawei P Smart 32 gigabyte. Our fourth phone to review is the Huawei P20 Lite 64 gigabyte LTE, which goes for like 4.3. You can get it for less than that or more than that depending on where you're buying it. So the phone was announced this year around June. The weight of the phone is 178 grams, not that heavy, and it has a single SIM, or sometimes you can get it with a hybrid, which is dual SIM. It's either you have your SIM card or you have your memory card, as I said on the previous phone, the Huawei P Smart. The size of the screen is about 6.4 inches, which is quite big, 101.4 centimeters. It's a big screen. And the resolution is 1080 by 2310 pixel, which is also awesome. You get it with the 9.0 Pi operating systems. It's an Android phone, so it's one of the latest. So I can't complain about the operating system. And the memory card slot, you can put up to 256 gigabyte. Internal, you get it. It's either 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte with a 4 gig RAM, which is quite not bad. It's quite awesome. 4 gig RAM upwards, I recommend. The main camera, it's a quad 16 megapixel camera, and it also has like the 8 megapixel camera, the ultra wide. It has another camera which is a 2 megapixel wide dedicated macro camera, and it has got another 2 megapixel depth sensor. So guys, I think the P20, I'll just do a separate video to like explain all the technicalities behind this camera, what's about these cameras, why they're for, what they do. So, and another feature is for the video, it's 1080 pixel by 30 frames per second, which is not bad. Even most of the phones, they have like 30 frames per second. That's the best they can do. And the selfie camera, it's a 16 megapixel camera, which is not bad for a selfie. I recommend. So not least phone to review, it is the Apple iPhone SE 32GB, which you can get it from 5,000 upwards. It was launched in 2016 March. The weight of the phone is 13 grams, which is quite a light phone compared to all the phones that we have reviewed earlier. It has got a nano SIM, only one SIM, you cannot put more than one SIM. The size of the screen is about 4.0 inches, which is 44.1 centimeter. It's quite a small screen. If you want a phone with a big screen, you have to buy the other versions which have got a bigger sizes. And the resolution of the phone is 640 by 1136 pixel. From the screen, you'll know that you won't get a bigger resolutions. And the operating system, currently you get it with 9.3.2, but you can upgrade it to 12.3, which is the latest iOS. It does not have any memory card slot, so you only depend on the internal storage. You can get it for 16GB, 32GB, 64GB, 128GB, and a RAM of 2GB. So you've got an option on which size of a phone to get depending on your size requirement or storage requirement. The main camera is 12 megapixels, which is quite decent, and the selfie camera is 1.2 megapixel, which is not really good. But what I know about iPhone cameras, they have got quality regardless of the pixels. The quality is not that bad. And then the video, it can do up to 21.60p at 30 frames per second, which is 4K. Wow, 4K. Wow. And the selfie can do up to 720p at 30 frames per second. It's also not bad. And another amazing thing, or another extra feature, it's not that amazing. It has got a fingerprint sensor, so you can actually use a fingerprint to unlock your phone. It has got an accelerometer, it has got a proximeter, it has got a compass, it has got a Siri natural language commands and detection. It's quite an awesome phone. So guys, this is our last phone to review in our top 5 affordable smartphones. I am Witness Kevin, and this is Review It. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our video, please. And again, share it with your friends. They might need to buy a new phone, and this is a good video to let them decide what actually they can buy. Thank you.